What's up guys, welcome to Daily Refinement. Today's video we're going to go over the 22 hottest categories of selling in 2022. Now this is a really important video because if your sales are slow or you don't have a lot of money, it's important to buy things that sell quickly so that you have enough cash flow to run your business. So we're going to go over all 22 categories in this video, and this video is sponsored by Zeek Analytics. They have a list of the 500 hottest selling items on eBay. So I just took the 22 top categories in that list. So it's worth the subscription in my opinion, just to sign up to find out which 500 items are selling the best because they always change. So it's important to adjust your business to look for things that are always on trend. Okay guys, before we go over the 22 categories, I want to go over why you would even use this. So there's two different types of resellers. There's resellers looking to just make a couple bucks. And if you're going for, let's say, under $2,000 a month profit, you can just look for the items that are selling the hottest and buy those things. So as an example, the hottest selling item right now is these Adidas Slides. So it makes sense because it's Father's Day and it's the summer that sandals would sell really fast. So if you're just an opportunist type reseller looking to make a couple bucks, buying sandals on clearance would be a good idea during the summer. It's seasonal. If you buy Adidas, that's a hot brand, it would make sense. Now, one caveat is if you're going to compete against Adidas, it's very difficult because they're selling these sandals for $19, including shipping, with free shipping and free returns. That's difficult to compete against, but this is one of those items that obviously would sell very quickly. So looking for items that sell really quickly for a small amount of profit is no problem because you get all your money back and you can live again and buy something else. So it's important if you are a niche seller, let's say that you are category specific and you sell shoes. If you're going to sell shoes, you can use Zeek Analytics to figure out what types of shoes are selling really well right now. In the top 22 categories, there's two that are selling really hot right now. One is sandals and the other is running shoes. So running shoes right now are on fire. Just want to remind everybody that women's running shoes outsell men's running shoes 4-to-1. So you want to be really category specific and look at which keywords do well, which item specifics are important, what colors sell well. You can learn all about that inside of Zeek Analytics. But today we're going to go over the top 22 categories. I recommend you sign up for Zeek Analytics just for this 500 best-selling item part, but there are other features that we go over in different videos. But today I'm going to go over 22 categories with you guys and go over why I think they are trending and why you should be looking out for them. So we went over the sandals. Number 2 is the running shoes. So these are category specific. Number 3 is silver. As you guys know, cryptocurrency, the stock market is crashing. Things are down like all the way up to 85% right now. So people are looking for more stable forms of investing like silver. So this silver bar sold 8,137 times. It's completely sold out. And it makes sense to me because people want to put their money in something that has some inherent value. You can see that real estate prices did not drop as dramatically because you can still live in a house. Next is going to be these water filters. Now, water filters is a high vero item. So this is a very, very dangerous listing because it uses the word Brita Maxtra in the title, which is a high vero item, meaning Brita will come after you for using their brand. So I personally don't recommend doing water filters, and that's one of the reasons why I pulled up this listing, but I also want people to know it's something that sells like crazy. So something to consider. Just because it sells well, sells fast, doesn't mean you should hop into that because they could be on the hook for some legal issues, especially keyword spamming using the word Brita here. So important to think about your longevity on eBay. You don't want to get suspended. You want to stay selling categories that make you money over the long term. So for me, I took a short-term payoff and ended up getting suspended on eBay. You don't need to do that. You can just sell regular items and make your money. Next is going to be this sterling silver snake chain necklace. So this is interesting to me because it's a gift. It's also silver and also very light. So it's $6.99. This is shipping from China, and I want people to recognize you are competing against people in China who have some crazy government discount on shipping. So right now with the gas prices going up, I expect the post office rates to continue to go up. So be careful. And remember, when you're selling gifts or tchotchkes or things like this, you're competing against people who have really, really low cost. They might even be the manufacturer and they have a discounted rate through the government. So maybe stay away from items that are under $10, including shipping. Next is Pokemon. So Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, they're both on fire. And again, collectibles in general are doing very well. And you can see that happening on every single website. The collectibles market is really hot right now. So you might want to consider partnering with some card shops, getting into these collectible games, figuring out which competitions are happening, which influencers are talking about which packs, because that's going to influence which ones you should spend your money on. I did very, very well selling Pokemon. And if it was something I really wanted to get into, I think I would go all in. I would make a YouTube channel talking about Pokemon cards. I would know all the different card sellers. I would, do cosplay and dress up like a Pokemon. I think if you go all in, you're going to crush it in this industry because it's all related. And these card shops want to work with influencers. So it makes sense for you to really go deep in that. This original fixed flit baseball hat, the reason why I pulled this up is because you can do custom stuff on eBay. A lot of people don't know that. It's not just limited to Etsy. You can sell blanks and make money, and you can also sell customized stuff. So keep that in mind, because this type of business, especially if you're customizing, it takes up a lot less space than selling tons and tons of used items. Next are going to be these LED strip lights. We actually have these installed underneath our cabinets in our kitchen, but people are doing a lot of DIY now. I'd like to install them under the vanities in our bathrooms. When we walk in at night, those turn on, and you don't have to turn on the large light and wake yourself up in the middle of the night if you have to use the restroom. A lot of DIY going on right now. A lot of people doing home improvements. So it makes sense to me, this LED strip lighting, very popular. Also, it has the full RGB display. So if you want to turn your bathroom into a nightclub, you can go for it. Next is going to be this plasma screen installation bracket. This is $18.19. Now, my guess is that a lot of businesses ended up buying this item out. Maybe it's a clearance item. That's obscenely cheap. I assume this would cost like at least $10 to ship, and a normal mount on Amazon, I know it because I just bought one, is between $50 and $150. So this is like 90% off and free shipping. So important to understand, price is king. You offer something for 90% off with free shipping, you're probably going to sell out. This sold 2,815 items, mostly in the last 30 days. So TV wall mounts are profitable. I'm sorry, that they sell. Now it's your responsibility to figure out how to make it profitable. Next, Christine and I were researching this earlier. We don't know why this is selling really fast, and we don't know, it's kind of questionable to put life extension in the title, unless the name of the company is Life Extension, which is kind of like, that's kind of scammy in a sense that they actually use life extension, like a result, as their name. That's like calling your company Fountain of Youth. It's kind of sketchy, but probably an influencer shouted out this and made it really popular, but let me know in the comment section below if you know why this particular supplement is selling like crazy. Next is this Dyson ball vacuum. 25,873 have sold. Now, remember, Dyson obviously very hot. This is directly from Dyson. So Dyson is selling on eBay, so I try not to compete with the actual brands. I don't resell Adidas the shoe. I wouldn't resell Dyson brand vacuums because I don't want to compete against the brand. They have unlimited money and they can come after you, so I stay away from that. Next is this Magic the Gathering. We went over this. It's important to understand that if you know how to hack the system, because right here it says limited quantity available, that's something that you could adjust by, I think, having less than 9 in stock. So customers don't actually know how many you have left, and that kind of helps people with the urgency. Limited quantity available means buy right now. And that's something that only happens when you sell in the replenishable game. If you scroll down, you can see here 400 of them already sold. And if I type in like 20 or 30 or whatever I want into this quantity section, I can figure out how many they have left. That's important too, because if you want to compete against somebody, you need to know how many they have. Next is going to be something pretty clever. Second Spin Disc has an assorted CD lot of 100 different types of artists. Now you'll see here, they use the bold title and the subtitle. Another 2 tricks that people don't normally do, but 2,230 of these sold. Essentially what people are looking for, I'm assuming, is just 100 good CDs to listen to in the car. Fantastic listing. These ship medium mail, I believe. Correct me in the comment section if I am wrong. So they're only paying $3-4 to ship it and getting a decent average sale price of $19 per piece. This is an excellent category to consider. Media, books, CDs. That's probably the biggest category volume-wise as far as like number of units sold. But remember, I wouldn't really do this on a small scale. I would definitely try to sell a lot. Next is shoelaces, and it is interesting how many shoelaces are selling right now, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if people are outdoor more often. I don't know if people are going on dates in huge groups with all matching shoelaces. I don't know why they're on fire, but we found multiple listings with shoelaces that are selling like crazy. So please let me know in the comment section below why that is. Our research came up empty. Next, here's a personalized hammer for Father's Day. Also let me know, I'm looking for a good tool set. I just became a homeowner, so what should I get? I think this is like kind of asking people a very personal question. People like Makita, people like Snap-on, people like Milwaukee. I personally don't know, so let me know what tool set I should be getting. I'm going to buy myself a Father's Day gift and get myself a cool little set so I can start fixing and building things. But here we have a personalized hammer, and it does not ship to the United States, so it's important to look at international listings for ideas. And again, another reason why you sign up for Zeek Analytics, to figure out what's selling well around the world. And maybe you become a top seller in Germany and you live in Ohio. You never know. Next is this high pressure power washer. This is actually really cool because a power washer, if you go to Home Depot, might cost between $150 and $200. And apparently you can just buy this nozzle for $11.55 and produce a similar result. So home improvement big, gardening big. I was looking at composters yesterday. Those sell like crazy. Christine's helping me with the house plants. The second biggest hobby in the world is gardening. And the number one biggest hobby in the world is reading. So just something to consider, gardening, reading. If you're in those two niches, you might be doing millions of dollars and nobody even knows. Next would be this set of xenon HID lights. So we found numerous car parts in the top section of Zeke's list. So it makes sense that you might want to private label some parts that do really well, and headlight replacement came up multiple times. So apparently people's headlights are wearing out. Maybe there's some cars out there with poor electrical systems, and so they constantly need to replace these things. I don't know, but selling 457 of these is nice, and you can make these for yourself. There's no brand name. Next is the Apple iPhone X, iPhone 10. So this is interesting, 24,000 units sold. I personally really like the iPhone 10 before I upgraded. So fantastic phone. I always talk about Apple being incredible as far as sell-through rate. And it says here, right on the listing, eBay refurbished. So that means that they're offering a warranty. I think a lot of people listening right now didn't know that you could do that as a seller. Can offer a warranty. You can also use the Square Trade warranty, which I just tested by buying my appliances, and the refrigerator that I bought on eBay, I hate to say it, the track is broken. So the warranty that I bought through Square Trade on eBay covered it. So it's interesting. Right now you can sell electronics and actually offer a warranty third party. Next is this USB-C 3 adapter from USB. I think that's cool because a lot of things are switching to USB-C. I'm in a new car right now, and it has 3 USB-C and 1 regular USB. So that's interesting. I wouldn't have considered them to switch over that quickly to USB-C because a lot of devices still use USB. So interesting, but something that you might want to consider. 7,136 sold of this USB-C. Next is a hard drive. Makes sense. This is actually a pretty decent deal. 1 terabyte for $37. Not very expensive. I think maybe Christine will upgrade her video storage hard drives because this is a really good deal. $37 for literally 1 terabyte. It used to be $37 for 1 gig. I don't know if you guys listening remember that, but a long time ago, you could store like 12 pictures. I think even before that, it was like $99 for 1 gig. So it's getting expensive. Next is face masks. Depending on where you live, here in California, they just reinstituted the mask mandate just because COVID is rampant. So regardless of your political affiliation, you would know that masks probably still sell well. So might be a good idea to still get in on that. There's a lot of overstock. You can buy these cheap and still sell them. And then finally, we got the the Dollar Shave Club replacements, Dollar Shave Club, Gillette, obviously very, very strong companies. I have heard they do come after you if you sell their items, so just be careful if you're selling their items, because there are lots of counterfeits, tons of counterfeit household hygiene companies. There's fake shampoo, there's fake toothbrushes, there's fake floss, there's fake Listerine. Everything that sells millions and millions of items, there's fake subs. So just be careful when you're selling that, and those companies are not as friendly when they're removing your listings. So keep your ear out for whatever brands that you're selling. And this is one of those situations where if you know, you know. If you know your category, you will know what items you can list and what items you cannot. So I appreciate you guys. Please sign up for Zeek Analytics using my link below in the description. Appreciate you guys. Make progress daily.